Yeah, it's okay. Those men save us to be tidy. They save us to be clean. We cannot all be doctors. We cannot all be scientists. We cannot all be traditional healers. Yeah, they were picking garbage here. It's the municipal guys. Yeah, again, we're carrying on with our spiritual talkings. The year has begun. I don't know what you think. Mina, ngicabanga ukuthi njoba unyaka uqalile. Umuntu nomuntu akabona ukuthi kukuphi la okungahambi khona kahle kuye. As the year has begun, you have to see where is it in your life that is not going well. When we have seen that, what do? Do your analysis. Check, try to do your findings as in why your situation is negative, why you are going through a lot of suffering. It might be for the fact that you've been bewitched. It might be the fact that you have bewitched yourself by being reluctant and not seizing opportunities that have come by. It might be for the fact that you haven't done what your angel guide and your spiritual guides want in order to respond in positivity to help you achieve the goals that you have set forth. Life is noble, life is precious, but life is all that you give it. Many people fool themselves to actually believe that witchcraft doesn't exist. The only time you guys believe is when you are suffering some certain things. Ashap, I want to hear if you listen. Yes. So in life, the life you live today determines a kind of a spiritual being that you're going to be in the afterlife. So when you live, sometime apply just righteousness in your life. Try. It's not easy to be good, not in this world. For the world demands a lot in us that we end up engaging even in other things that we actually don't want to. As I speak of now, we are losing celebrities. We are losing very important figures in our society, in our communities, to death with carelessness of affiliating themselves in some spiritual boards that they don't understand. At the end of the day, it caused them and their families death and grievances. There is a thing now that is going on in Africa, more particularly in South Africa, that is called Illuminati. Many people are affiliating. You find them even looking and seeking for it on the internet. Go to Facebook, people are talking Illuminati, but this is something that was not originated here, something that was originated in the USA. And if you look at people that are affiliates in these things, are top people with all the money, what if this thing is maintained by a lot of money so that you don't get into dangers? When you have affiliated yourself, you don't have money, it means automatically you are in danger, for you don't have what it takes to keep it okay. Our celebrities, they join. They get fame in a second. In a second, they are nowhere. They die in unforeseen circumstances. Some, they hang themselves. You can't, having worth around 54 million in South Africa, living well, doing well. Your products are going well, they're doing well. You wake up in the morning having hanged yourself, and you start by telling people, this year won't be good for me. No, this year is the year. This must happen. This must happen. Confession must be done. But you go to a point where you hang yourself without confessed. Then that podcast of yours It's an energy down the drain because it never helped somebody. Why didn't you tell people and talk that, look guys, I got affiliated with this, ngahamba ngayothwala. And then mase ngithwele kwenzeka kanje kanjena izinto sesizingidimanda lokhu nalokhu, and then I have to pay by my life. Unless if I do so, people have got to die, children have got to die, have got to live, to lose everything. In my case, to sustain what I've worked for and to save the family from death of my stupid rituals, I've got to kill myself. Say it clear and clean so that everybody will know that is a good teaching. You get people to avoid your evil traits that have costed you your life. And then when we have hung, we will know that at least he gave us the warning, the teachings. You remain a hero.
Amen.
Yes, of course, I firmly believe that in businesses you need a spiritual intervention. In whatever you do to achieve, you need a spiritual intervention. But there are good rituals, not mutilation, killing people for wealth. Those things they will always turn back to you. Why? It is because every person that passes on and dies become an idlozi or a certain spirit. So it is when they can see more and see better, now they know you are the one who killed them on the earth life, the physical life. They'll come for you. That's the reason you see some people getting filthy wealthy at the end of the day. They have nothing. We got good rituals that doesn't cost people. Why people go for things that do not know? It is for this very same purpose that I give people the teachings. Spirituality does exist. That's why it is done and practiced all over the world. Not by one kind of people to say it is practiced by Christian people, Muslim people, Hindu people. It is practiced by a lot of people. Even those who say they are not in spirituality. It's only that they haven't realized or discovered. Automatically they are. There are things that we do outside spiritual gatherings, which are spiritual. In everything you do, you need a good spirit of doing it in order to acquire or to attain good results. Am I right?
Facts.
I am a spiritualist not by accident, not by design, but by a gift. I've been here for long. I haven't started this thing yesterday. I'm not that one person who woke up one day in the morning watching some social networks and television, and I said, no, let me be an Inyanga or a Sangoma. It is by the gift from a very young age. I've been here for long. What I'm saying, people and everybody, this year I'm doing the world tours. This year, look at my social networks. Kokovula TV on YouTube, Kokovula Gundabalo Sangoma on Facebook, another Facebook, Kokovula Sangoma. They will be filled with a lot of teachings that will guide humanity in spirituality. There are good and bad rituals. Why people choose bad rituals, it is because nobody will go and say, I want to go Twala, and through Twala, ukuze kufa abantu. Twala, ukuze ngibe rich and afford life. But now, why do you go for a thing that you have not researched on? To be rich is good, but at the same time, it is bad when you come and you get to suffer some consequences of Ubutwa. So, in other ways, no, boy, hey, food is for the stomach and this food is for the stomach and the stomach is for the food. They both rot. Let the man get the words of wisdom that I utter with my holy mouth.
Sir. Let him come and hear us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
Preach, preach.
there is this thing that everybody wants to be rich, but we cannot have everybody being rich. Who will work for who? If we get everybody being rich, that will mean nobody needs nobody. Are you there with me? But what I curse is suffering. God never created people suffering. We suffer because of the bad spirits of the earth that is designed by men, wanting men to be at the level that they want. Am I right? We call that evil. I said we cannot be all wealthy and filthy wealthy. Imagine if everybody has to be Ramaphosa, Jacob Zuma, Bill Gates, everybody has got to be Trump, everybody have got to be this Elon Musk. Who will need who? Mark Zuckerberg. Who will need who? We will all be having money. We don't need nobody. So there is no maid in the house. There is no garden boy in the house. There is no helper. Nobody needs nobody. So that's the reason God was clever to say we will live in certain levels. But a complete poverty is a case. I don't think it would be fair that God creates some people and he points them and say, this one will be an example of poverty. This one will be filthy poor. No, no. It is some certain spirits of poverty that drives people down. I'll give you one example. There are people who put into life more than any other person in the world, but they are the poor of the poorest. They don't achieve it. There are people who put less in life and they achieve bigger and bigger and bigger. Spiritual intervention is really needed so that you achieve. Let me talk about the church.
Preach, preach.
I don't do religion. I don't do church, even though pastors are my friends. I give them powers like these things, fire, fire, fire. They get you guys to fall. It's not God who make those people fall. It's me who make you fall through certain earthly powers.